A package from an online store takes 2 days to arrive. Some vegetables beat that timeline by a full week. No yard, no raised beds, no special equipment, just a container, some soil, and one habit almost nobody follows correctly. Here's a fast look at what we're growing. Radishes come first, and they're almost embarrassingly quick. Give them a shallow pot, and they're done before you've finished setting up the rest of your garden. Lettuce works differently. You never wait for it to finish. You just keep snipping, and it keeps answering back with new leaves. Arugula has a strange trick. The colder the nights, the spicier the flavor, which is the opposite of what most people expect from a plant. Spinach packs more nutrition per leaf than almost anything else on this list, and it rewards patience with a second and third harvest from the same roots. And the last one, mustard greens, is the vegetable almost nobody thinks to grow in a pot. That's exactly why it earns its spot here. 5 plants. One mistake that quietly slows down all of them. And in a minute, we're planting 2 side by side so you can watch the difference in real time. Let's start with radishes, because they move the fastest. Grab a container at least 6 inches deep. Radishes don't need much room below the surface, but they do need loose soil, or the roots twist and fork instead of growing straight down. Fill it with a light, fast-draining mix. Sitting water is the #1 reason radishes fail before they even get started. Sow each seed about ½ inch deep, spaced 2 inches apart. Crowd them, and you'll end up with roots the size of marbles. Water right after planting. Then check the soil daily with your finger instead of a schedule. Sprouts show up within a week. That's usually when people stop paying close attention. Don't. The next 2 weeks are where the actual root forms underground, completely out of sight. Now arugula, which you can grow in the same tray. Arugula barely minds if you crowd it, which makes it almost impossible to get wrong. Sprinkle the seeds across the surface, cover lightly, and mist instead of pouring water directly on top. Give it 4 to 6 hours of sunlight. Too little, and the leaves grow thin and pale. Too much afternoon heat, and the plant panics into flowering early, turning bitter before you get a real harvest. Here's the part that catches people off guard. Arugula actually improves under a bit of stress. Cooler nights push it to produce more of the sharp, peppery flavor people pay extra for at farmers markets. If you want to catch that window precisely, a simple soil thermometer takes the guesswork out of it. I've linked one in the description if you want to check it out. By day 20, the leaves are already big enough to cut. And here's the detail almost nobody expects the first time. You don't pull the plant. You cut the outer leaves, leave the center standing, and it grows back on its own. One planting, several rounds of salad. Here's the mistake that costs people the most time without them ever noticing. Soggy soil. It feels responsible for water often, but excess moisture suffocates roots before they've even developed. Radishes split. Lettuce turns mushy at the base. The fix isn't more attention, it's less water and better drainage. Shallow containers cause a quieter problem. The plant doesn't die, it just grows wrong. Roots bend sideways instead of down, and shallow soil dries out twice as fast, pushing the plant to bolt early out of sheer stress. 6 to 8 inches of depth solves this before it starts. Then there's the instinct to pack seeds tightly, thinking it means more food later. It actually means less. Crowded roots fight each other for water and space, and everyone loses size in the process. Thinning early feels wasteful in the moment, but it's the only way anything left behind grows to full size. Heat is the one variable nobody can fully control. Every plant on this list is built for cool weather, and once afternoons push into the 80s, they stop growing leaves and start rushing toward flowers instead. Once that shift happens, there's no reversing the flavor. A patch of afternoon shade is often the only thing standing between a sweet harvest and a bitter one. And the quiet one, inconsistency. Watering heavily one day and ignoring the pot for the next 3 does more damage than staying slightly dry the entire time. Plants read chaos as danger, and danger triggers flowering. A short daily check, same time, same routine, prevents most of this without any extra effort. Fix these, and you're already ahead of nearly everyone trying this for the first time. So here's what actually matters out of all of this. You don't need a backyard or years of experience. You need the right 5 plants and the patience to leave them alone for a few short weeks. Radishes for speed. Lettuce that keeps answering back after every cut. Arugula that gets better the colder it gets. Spinach that rewards you twice from the same roots. And mustard greens, the one most people walk right past at the seed rack without a second thought. Here's the part that's easy to miss. Once you've grown one of these successfully, the other 4 become almost effortless. The skill transfers. The soil, the timing, the watering rhythm. It's nearly identical across all 5. So which one are you starting with? And once you've got that one figured out, which vegetable do you want us to break down next? If this saved you a grocery trip you haven't even taken yet, subscribe. Next time, we're covering the exact fertilizer routine that keeps these plants producing well past their first harvest.